Hey guys, welcome to the Meet Damien channel. I am having a little bit of trouble seeing myself, but we're gonna try to continue doing this live stream anyways here. All right, and now this thing is not even showing. All right, the live chat. Okay. So yeah, welcome to the Meet Damien channel. Hopefully you guys are able to hear me. Uh, I'm not able to see what the video is showing here, but I'm gonna try to do this live stream anyways here. I see that we have one person in here. If you go ahead and say hello, let me know who you are. We can introduce ourselves here. But we're gonna talk about the Bitcoin cryptocurrency market here for a quick second. And I'm going to just share this tab here so you guys can see what's going on with crypto. And we have Bitcoin on CoinMarketCap.com is showing that it's trading at $70,000, about $70,375, up 4% for today. Ethereum at $3,600, up 4.5%. Solana $191, up 2.5%, and BNB at $589 and up 3%. Okay, some more cryptocurrencies we have is XRP up 1.5%. So a pretty modest day, green day for most of these cryptocurrencies. Let's see some of the big gainers in the last 24 hours. What have they been doing? ICP is up 14%. 16% for today. RE Wave is up 12%, and Synthetics SNX is up 11.83%. So pretty solid gains for being in the top 100 cryptocurrencies. We'll go back to Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's at like I said, $70,400. But earlier this this past week, and actually the last couple of weeks, Bitcoin was trading below $70,000, around like $60,000 area. If we go into CoinMarketCap.com, I'm sorry, we go to TradingView real quick here. You'll see what Bitcoin was doing earlier in the last couple of weeks here in March. You'll see that Bitcoin was trading about as low as 61,000 and 60,000 back in on Wednesday, March 20th. Okay. I didn't mean to go into the into the charts here right off the bat, but you will notice here, for the expert traders that like to trade cryptocurrencies and understand how to analyze charts, Bitcoin did create what we would call a bull flag. I put these yellow lines here marking the lows of this chart pattern, and then this other yellow line here marking the highs for this chart pattern, and it creates basically like a flag. Okay, they call it a bull flag. With this being the base of the pole, if this is the pole, and then this would be the flag. Okay, and that's actually a pretty bullish chart pattern to have. To have a bull flag. Okay, because what could happen? Why is this significant for us? Well, if you can already see that Bitcoin is starting to come out of that bull flag already, breaking out to the upside. Okay, and how far could it possibly go? Well, according to a bull flag, okay, if you measure this, we're going to measure from the bottom of the pole here to the top of the pole. Okay. All right. And then we take that line and we put it right where the breakout is happening. Okay. And then that will give us the measure move as to how high Bitcoin can possibly go. So if we look over here to top of this purple line here, looks like as shown, Bitcoin can get as high as about $89,000. We could see $89,000 Bitcoin, and that could be happening in sometime in April. Be pretty nice to have. We'll just call it $90,000 Bitcoin in April. Okay. That is very, very bullish. And that is usually how a pattern like this would end up finishing and concluding itself, is it will be breaking out, which it already did. It already did that today. Today being March 25th. It broke out with this green candle. This green candle will be closing in about 30 minutes from now. But if it continues on, on this breakout, we could see Bitcoin roughly about $89,000, $90,000 later on this going into April, pretty much. Okay. So just going back in the charts here, since I started off in the charts, yeah. If I move over this, I've changed this chart over to the weekly chart here. Okay. You will see some very interesting stuff here. Okay. You can still see the bull flag that I painted here. This these yellow lines here. Okay. And I'm just gonna get rid of this info line, this purple line that I just created just so far. And if you look here at the candles, this was this past week, March 18th, okay, which was last week. You'll see what it looks like a hammer, okay? You got the hammer, and then you got the stick or the handle of the hammer, okay? And a hammer is actually bullish. It indicates a reversal in the price. So Bitcoin was trying to go down in price earlier last week. The sellers push it all the way down to like $60,000, but then the buyers came back in and pushed it back up again, and then the candle closed somewhere. It closed at $67,200. Okay, when it opened at $68,300. Okay, so that created what we're going to call is a hammer candle, because it looks like a hammer, right? And that's bullish. Okay. And then what we ended up getting after that is now here we are, the first day of the new week. This green candle is the beginning of the new week for March 25th, okay, 2024. And we're getting what they would call a bullish engulfing green candle, okay? It's bullish engulfing because it's taken over this red candle. It went past that, and it's going past this other red candle over here. And if the week was supposed to end today, this would be considered a bullish engulfing candle. This candle, I mean, it could go higher, which would just reconfirm to all the bulls that Bitcoin's back in a bullish trend. If for all the people who are doubting whether or not Bitcoin is going to go up in price, I mean, currently we're trading at $70,400. Okay, but this is a bullish engulfing candle, and if it continues on throughout the rest of the week, that means more good news for Bitcoin investors. That means we could see $80,000, $90,000 Bitcoin going into April, going into the halvening, with the halvening being around April. I think they're saying April 20th, 420. I like that for a date. Let's see. But what was causing Bitcoin to go down in price? What was causing Bitcoin to go down in price? Because the sellers and the short sellers, they kind of took over. They gave a few of the bulls, a few of the longs, people who were bullish on Bitcoin. They gave them a good scare the last couple of weeks. Okay, and if I show you what happened in the news, what the news is reporting, okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here that they're saying here on CoinDesk, okay, that crypto market remains focused on spot Bitcoin ETF flows. So the exchange traded funds that got created for Bitcoin back in January of this year, they're reporting that they had about $836 million in net outflows between March 18th and March 21st. That's almost $1 billion. $1 billion of Bitcoin got sold last week, guys. Okay, that's pretty significant. That will cause prices to go down. I mean, that's hard to come back from. Okay, so they're saying that here that the spot Bitcoin ETFs, they recorded their first week of net outflows, not inflows, outflow, money going out. Okay. And the outflows were coming from Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which reached about $1.83 billion in 4 days. This one Bitcoin ETF sold about almost $2 billion worth of Bitcoin last week alone. Okay. They're saying here that the selling pressure may have come from a bankruptcy estate of Genesis Global. Okay. Genesis Global is a cryptocurrency company that has investments in all kinds of crypto related assets. Okay. one of their assets was the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. They're under pressure right now to sell their assets to pay back their creditors and the people that they owe money to. So one of the ways they're doing that is by selling a Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is then selling Bitcoin, which is then causing the price of Bitcoin to go down. Okay, that's pretty much what happened over the last couple of weeks. I mean, I don't want to read this article word for word, but the main gist of it is that Grayscale Bitcoin Trust sold about almost $2 billion worth of Bitcoin last 4 days. Okay, the last week, and that's pretty much why the Bitcoin price went down last week. Okay, now if they would stop doing that, then maybe we can actually go back up in price again for Bitcoin. And I see that. Let me see. I'm on the live stream here, and Georgie just said hello. Let me just say hello to Georgie here. But yeah, if they would stop selling that, stop the selling pressure, then we would start going back up again, which we kind of did earlier today. Bitcoin shot up in price. Bitcoin was trading. If I go back here, if I look at the charts again here, Bitcoin opened the day at $67,000, and now it's trading at $70,000. So it's up about $3,000. Okay, up about 4.5%, and that's probably because the Bitcoin ETFs have started buying their Bitcoin again. You can thank the Bitcoin ETFs. Those ETFs are doing their job, buying up Bitcoin and causing the price to go up higher. Okay, but I'm going to show you guys here another tab so you guys can understand, what is going on with these ETFs here, and why Grayscale is such a nuisance for the rest of us Bitcoin and crypto investors. So here we have BitMEX. This is coming off of Twitter here on the BitMEX research site. Okay, and they pulled out this very, very useful chart here that shows us, what the Bitcoin ETFs have been doing as far as buying and selling. And if you can look here, I hope you guys are able to see this. You might have to zoom in a little bit here. I don't think I can zoom in myself here. I wish I could. But BlackRock, one of the biggest Bitcoin ETFs, has been constantly buying Bitcoin ever since January 11th, 2024. They've been buying like 100 million, 386 million, $370 million worth of Bitcoin. If on February 27th, it got up as high as $520 million, and then 612 the next day, $603 million in February. Okay, and same thing with Fidelity. Fidelity's also been buying a lot of Bitcoin. You see pretty much it's all in the black here. Okay, but who is the problem child? Okay, most of these Bitcoin ETFs are buying Bitcoin. Okay, but Grayscale, GBTC, okay, has been selling Bitcoin ever since they came out with the Bitcoin ETF on January 11th, 2024. They sold $95 million. Then they sold $484 million. And then they sold $594 million on January 17th. And they were selling constantly about $500 million worth of Bitcoin all throughout the middle to end of January. Okay. And then they kind of let off the gas pedal a little bit. They stopped selling so much Bitcoin towards the beginning of February, which if you've been paying attention to the price of Bitcoin actually started going back up again towards the beginning of February, going into the end of February. And, you could pretty much say that's because GBTC stopped selling their Bitcoin. Now, why did GBTC stop selling their Bitcoin? Well, they've been selling their Bitcoin because they have high fees, like a 1.5% fee, when everybody else is charging 0.3% to be in their ETF. So a lot of people are leaving GBTC to go to BlackRock or Fidelity or Bitwise or ARK or whatever. But also, there's some big companies like FTX. I know back in January, FTX, which went bankrupt in 2022, they also have people that they owe money to. They started selling their assets in GBTC. They started selling their GBTC shares, which then forced them to sell Bitcoin as a result. And that happened back in January of 2024. Okay. And then I guess we got a little bit of relief in February, but then now we have this other company called Genesis, which is also bankrupt too, and now they're trying to sell their Bitcoin. They're trying to sell, their GBTC shares, and they're trying to sell their GBTC, which is then forcing GBTC to then sell their Bitcoin, and causing the price of Bitcoin to go down here in March. Okay, which it did in the beginning of March, but then it kind of we saw Bitcoin go back up again. Probably about like the first or second week of March, but then second and third week of March we started having the price go down, and it's basically because Genesis is selling about almost $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. Okay. So, I mean, we got these ups and downs, but if you look at the overall trend here, all right, just going back to the chart on Bitcoin, the overall trend is, even though these ETFs are selling their Bitcoin, okay, we're still going up in price. Okay. These ETFs, they only started coming into effect like the middle of January. Bitcoin was about like 40 grand. Okay. They helped push the price down to like 38 grand on Bitcoin, and towards the end of January. But then February we had a little bit of breather, and we climbed up to like 50, then $60,000, and then we got up to like $70,000 towards like March. Okay. But then once again, with the Bitcoin ETFs, GBTC and Genesis selling their Bitcoin, we got the price going back down again. But it looks like they might be coming to an end. I mean, how much more Bitcoin can they sell? Which leads me to believe that Bitcoin could probably, if they could stop selling Bitcoin, okay, we could probably get up to like $80,000 or $90,000 going into April and May of 2024. So that is the good news I want to share with you guys. I see Darren's in the chat. Hello, Darren. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties early in this live stream. Right now, I currently can't see myself, and I can't really see the screens that I'm sharing, but apparently it still works. It's just something is wrong today, okay? But I'm still able to do a live stream here. I'm glad you guys are in the live stream here with me. We'll go into questions and answers later on towards the end of the stream here. I'll tell you when we'll do the Q&A. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about and touch about Bitcoin. We went into the news for the day, and we went into the charts. Hopefully, you guys were able to see this little tab here. This chart right here, like I said, this is coming off of BitMEX research off of their Twitter, and they've been tracking how much Bitcoin has been being bought and sold on the ETFs, the Bitcoin ETFs, the exchange traded funds. Excuse me. And the main big ones are BlackRock and Fidelity. They've been buying Bitcoin. You see, they've been in the black. They've been buying hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin. At one point, BlackRock bought like $788 million worth of Bitcoin on March 5th, 2024. And Fidelity did $125 million of Bitcoin purchases. Okay. But, if you look over here near GBTC, the problem child is what I'm going to call them. Okay. GBTC on March 5th, they sold about $332 million of Bitcoin. Now, some of these other ETFs, they're not as big as BlackRock and Fidelity or Grayscale. Some of them are only buying like $1 million came from Wisdom Tree, $40 million from Valkyrie, $5.8 million from Franklin. Bitwise did $28 million, but the big dogs, the two big dogs that are probably going to end up taking it all, taking all the Bitcoin in the stock market are going to be BlackRock and Fidelity. Okay, BlackRock and Fidelity, they're buying constantly hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin. For some reason, on March 22nd, though, which was, I believe, last Friday, BlackRock only bought like $18 million worth of Bitcoin. It's like things, and so did Fidelity. Fidelity only bought like $18 million of Bitcoin when they normally buy like hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin. So I don't know. Maybe they got a little bit tired. Maybe they told the guys to take a break. Maybe they had a little office party or something like that. They couldn't get anybody to buy Bitcoin because they were partying themselves or whatever. Who knows? But on March 22nd, Yeah, Grayscale still sold about $169 million worth of Bitcoin. So Grayscale has been suppressing the price of Bitcoin. That's basically what I wanted you guys to get from this live stream here, is that Grayscale's been the problem child. But they're not going to be able to constantly keep selling their Bitcoin, because eventually they're not going to have any more Bitcoin to sell. And that's going to be good news for the rest of us Bitcoin and crypto investors, because if there's no more sellers, that means price is probably going to go up. I mean, if people still want to buy Bitcoin and there's no more sellers, or not as much selling going on, it means the price is going to go up. So I just say hang on and hold on tight, because you haven't seen nothing yet. All right. I still think that Bitcoin can go up to about $200,000 later on this year, maybe $500,000 next year. If it gets up to $500,000, it'll have the same kind of money circulating in the system as the amount of gold that's in the world. That's pretty crazy statistic, if you ask me. But I think I'm ready to take on some questions and answers, guys. If you guys have any questions about any particular cryptocurrency you want to talk about, go ahead and tell me in the chat here what kind of cryptocurrencies you want to talk about. There hasn't really been that much news as far as cryptocurrency news goes, besides, the price of Bitcoin was going down, but now it's going back up again this week. I'll just, I'll lead the way here. Let's talk about one of my other favorite cryptocurrencies here. We'll talk about Solana. Okay. Solana. And I'm just going to show you here on the TradingView chart, Solana, right? What does Solana have going for it right now? Solana got up to about $209, almost $210 on March 18th. Okay. And then it got dragged down in the mud along with Bitcoin here. It got as low as about $162 on March 20th. Okay. And Solana was also creating what I would call a bull flag as well. I mean, it was almost basically the same as Bitcoin. Okay. No, that's not the line that I want. I'm sorry about that, guys. I want the trend line here. So Solana was basically creating a bull flag. Okay. If I match the highs that it made during those days, okay, and then I have, I'm just gonna go. I gotta create the lows. So then the lows right here, okay. So in trading world, like I was alluding to earlier with Bitcoin, this is what we would call a flag, okay. Bitcoin is flagging down, okay, or in this case, Solana is flagging down, okay. And what you would do to get an idea is like where the price might go next. I'm just going to get rid of this Fibonacci here. Go ahead and get rid of that, guys, here. So I clean this up a little bit. If you take the bottom of the flagpole here, okay. So we'll just call this the bottom right here, okay, about $98. And we'll measure to the top of the flagpole there, okay. Now you can see, does that look like a flagpole to you guys? Looks like a flagpole to me. Okay, so that's the top of the pole right there. Okay, and then we got the pole and the flag. Okay, and then if we just move this over to where Solana is breaking out, we can get an idea as to like where Solana might go in price next. Okay, and this is showing that Solana could get up to, oh my god, this is saying that Solana could get up to like $291. Okay. And I'm not sure when it will do that, but according to this chart, it's saying that it's going to happen. It's going to get up to $291 for Solana. I think that, I mean, in my opinion, that could happen. Like, just look at it. Right now, it's saying that could happen towards the middle of April. Okay, we can see $290 Solana. I think the safer bet is you might see $290 Solana towards the end of May, going into June. Okay. I don't have a crystal ball, but just from some other analysis, just looking at like how much money is in Bitcoin, how much money is in Ethereum compared to how much money is in Solana. If you took some of the money that's in Ethereum and you poured it into Solana would be worth about $1,000 a coin. Okay. So Solana at $290, definitely possible. Solana at $290 by the end of April, maybe the end of May. Yeah, that could happen. That could happen. All right. So yeah, we're in the question and answer part of this live stream, guys, and I see Darren here wants to talk about Ethereum. So let's get into Ethereum. To be honest with you, a lot of these charts here are going to look very similar, okay? Because they're going to follow whatever Bitcoin does, okay? But let's look at Ethereum, because sometimes these coins will do something different than Bitcoin, but usually it's pretty much the same, okay? But yep, I mean, just with Ethereum here, you can I'll do it once again. This is all part of education. Once again, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just education. Okay, we're just learning about cryptocurrencies and learning about trading and how to read a chart. By the way, if you guys like what I'm talking about here, and you're new to this community here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click that like button. Okay, definitely helps me out, so that way other people can see what there is to talk about and learn with cryptocurrencies. All right, but yeah, so once again, I'll do that flag. I mean, a lot of these cryptocurrencies, they pretty much did the same thing, okay? Because they've been following the lead. Bitcoin's the leader, and these other cryptocurrencies are just following along, okay? I think we'll just do it from there to there, okay? So yeah, that's once again, a flag, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? This is Ethereum, and I'll just do that flag pole again, so you guys can understand like how high Ethereum could possibly go. So we measure the bottom of the pole, and then we go to the top of the pole here, okay? And the way these flag patterns end up completing themselves, there's the breakout on Ethereum. You see that right there with that green candle. And how high could Ethereum possibly go if it continues on with this bullish flag pattern that it's trying to break out from? We could possibly see Ethereum get up to $5,300. $5,300 Ethereum. If Bitcoin goes up to like $90,000, like we said earlier in this live stream, that it could possibly do in like by May, then yeah, I could see Ethereum go to like $5,300 in May as well. And then also Solana could be at $290 by that time too. Those are some of the biggest cryptocurrencies there. And those are the big cryptocurrencies. Never mind the smaller cryptocurrencies. Some of them are going to probably do even better than Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana. Some of them like Fetch AI, okay, which is a AI cryptocurrency. Another one like Render. Render is another AI, artificial intelligence cryptocurrency. Those cryptocurrencies are going to go bonkers if Bitcoin gets up to like $90,000 and Ethereum's at $5,300. That's all good news for us, guys. Hey, I think I see I see Thigh Bucket. I think I see yeah. I think I see Ben. Cousin Ben is in the live stream. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Good to see you on the chat. Let me know if there's a cryptocurrency you want to talk about. We just talked about Solana and Ethereum and Bitcoin. If you guys have any other cryptocurrencies besides that, feel free to shoot your questions at me, because we're doing a little bit of a Q&A here. Yeah, Darren. Yep, that's Ben. Yep, that's him. Yeah. So yeah, with Ethereum, could Ethereum get up to $5,300? I think that's possible, because we have Ethereum exchange traded fund coming up here, guys. Let me just for those who don't know about the Ethereum ETF, okay. Let's see. We have some news here. the SEC is likely to approve Ethereum's ETF in May 23rd of 2024. Okay. This is coming from Standard Chartered. It expects that they're saying that they Standard Chartered Bank expects the SEC to approve the spot Bitcoin ETF on May 23rd. They're having a $4,000 price target, but I just went over on the charts with you guys. I think Ethereum could possibly go up to like $5,000, and that could possibly happen on May 23rd of this year. Okay, especially if we get that Ethereum ETF, the same kind of money that's pouring into Bitcoin the last 3 months could be pouring into Ethereum. There's going to be a lot of good catalysts going on here, guys. You guys can pull up these news articles here, but just for the audience to see, like, yeah, they're talking about like $4,000 Ethereum. But Ethereum's already went up to $4,000 earlier this month in March. We saw a $4,000 Ethereum. If I go back charts here, we saw Ethereum get up to like $4,085. That happened March 13th, Wednesday, March 13th. So I expect the Ethereum to get back up to that price again, Darren. We'll see $4,000 Ethereum probably in the next week or two, maybe later on this week. We probably could see $5,000 Ethereum going into April and May of the next few weeks here, going into April and May. All right. Why would you want me to do that, Darren? I don't want to get in trouble for copyright stuff here too, because every time I pull up some videos, sometimes they'll ding me on copyright. So I'm gonna stick to doing the articles. Okay. Yeah, I'll stick to the articles. Yeah. Does anybody have another cryptocurrency they want me to talk about? Can't really yeah. I need you guys to give me something here as far as cryptocurrencies here. If not, I'm just gonna talk about Render, which is another sorry guys. Another cryptocurrency in the artificial intelligence space here. Render. Let's see. RNDR on we got Render USD, Render on Coinbase. Okay, Render, guys, is the cryptocurrency that is trying to they're trying to solve the real world problem of there not being enough GPUs in the world, not enough graphic processing units, which is causing, I mean, you could probably hear it on the news with NVIDIA and everything that, NVIDIA is selling all their GPUs for like thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, the commercial ones, like I've seen like some NVIDIA GPUs for like $30,000 for a little small, tiny microchip, right? I mean, some other GPUs, I mean, I think they're selling them for like $500 for like, just to put it in your computer, your own personal computer. But yeah, with all these GPUs and artificial intelligence is causing all this demand. There's not enough GPUs to go around. However, there are some people who have GPUs in their computers that are not, they're not using their computer. It's just sitting there doing nothing while they're at work or whatever, or school or whatever. Render is trying to take advantage of those GPUs that are not being used and allowing people who do need that graph processing power to use their the GPUs of people who are not using it, and they do it through the Render token. It's a Render cryptocurrency. So this is actually what they call Render is part of what they call DePIN. Okay, decentralized physical infrastructure. DEPIN. DePIN. Okay, and Render actually did not create a bull flag. Okay, it's just it's doing bullish consolidation over these last few days here. It's literally just making a rectangle. Okay, and you can still work off of that, right? Let's see. Render is just creating this rectangle here. I want to get rid of this purple line. Let me get rid of that purple line there. Render. I'm just trying to connect the lows here. And I'll just, yeah, also better. So, render is basically creating a rectangle, okay? And it's just bouncing up and down, getting as low as about there and go back up again there and low. But eventually what will happen is it's going to have to decide. It's not going to stay in this rectangle forever. It's going to have to either go down or go up. Now, if Bitcoin is going up to like $80,000, $90,000, then, we could see render going up, breaking out past this rectangle here, okay? And I think I said in a previous video that we could see render get up to like $25, okay? Currently, it's trading at $10.90. And I did that using the Fibonacci extension here, okay? That's how I came out with that price target. If I measure from this move up here, okay, and then we get to the top that it made at like $13, right? What it got up as high as, we'll call it like $12.70, okay, and then it came down to like right over here near like $10, okay. We got this Fibonacci extension, okay, and the Fibonacci extension numbers are showing that render could possibly go up to maybe $18, okay. Then we got the 1.382 here at $21, and then we have the 1.618 here at $23.61, and then another one $26.80. Okay, so we could see render get up into the 20s. Currently, it's trading at, what is it trading at? $11. Yeah, you can see render double up in price. I would say render could possibly double up in price. If Bitcoin gets up to like $80,000, $90,000 in April and May, we could see render at $20 easily. Because render's done a lot. Now the reason why I say that is because render was what? Back in November, it was trading at like $2.37. So, render right now is at $11, basically quadrupled in price already. So could it double? Hell yeah, of course. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to take a little water break here. Been doing a lot of talking. Well, since I'm on render, why don't I just see what kind of news articles there are about render? Okay. Render crypto. Let's see what we get here. News. Okay. Well, I mean, this right here is just explaining, if I show, this is a news article that's explaining like, what is render and how it rents out GPU power. Okay. I mean, you guys I basically told you that that's what it does. It's just renting out unused GPUs, allowing people who need GPUs to use it. It's like almost like Turo, okay, or Airbnb. You're not using your house. Other people need a place to stay, so you rent it out. Same thing with render. Render, you're not using your computer. People need your computer to do processing for their artificial intelligence. They can rent out your GPU using render. Okay. But let's see if I let's see. Is there any news coming up here? It's hard to stay up to date with all these cryptocurrencies. I'm pretty sure they might have had like a conference, or they have an upcoming conference here coming up. But render is I would say one of the top dogs, one of the cryptos you need to pay attention to if you want to get into artificial intelligence and you want to get into cryptocurrencies and also try to make a lot of money. Render would be a good one to get into, in my opinion. Another one is like Fetch AI. Okay. Let's see if anything came out for Fetch AI. Fetch. AI. They're just saying like there's some interest from Chinese investors, growth in Fetch AI, Algo Tech, Oasis. These are some of these AI altcoins. Okay, that's coming off of Crypto Daily. Fetch AI announces GPU rewards for token holders after $100 million infrastructure investment. That was like 3 weeks ago. Fetch AI invests $100 million. All right, that's the same thing that we just talked about in that other article. Is it too late to buy Fetch AI? Well, let's see what Fetch AI has done in charts. Okay, and I can give you guys. Is it too late to buy? It probably isn't. You might have missed out on some of the big moves, but these cryptocurrencies are gonna just keep going up with Bitcoin if Bitcoin is gonna go up in price as well. So here we are. We have Fetch AI. Once again doing some bullish consolidation here. I'll do the Fibonacci extension tool to get ideas like how high it could possibly go. Okay, so we see Fetch AI, get around as low as it was as low as 50 cents about a month ago, guys. Maybe like 6 weeks ago. And right now, Fetch AI is trading at like $2.66. So if I just measure this this impulse move here, where it got up to like almost like I think it got up to like $3.13, and then I measure the bottom here where it got down as low as $2.16, and then it spits out the numbers on the fib extension. Okay, it looks. I like to see like where the 1618 level is, because that's usually where the next move will be. So at the 1618 level, we could see Fetch AI get up to like $6.43. That could happen, especially if Bitcoin gets up to like $90,000, $100,000. We could see Fetch AI double in price and get up to like $6.43. Then the numbers just get ridiculous, because if we get up to like the 4.236 level here, we can see Fetch AI get up to like $13.35, even though it's currently trading at $2.60. So yeah, I don't think it's too late to get into these AI, artificial intelligence cryptocurrency coins. That's going to be the big thing for 2024. Is you can see like already with like Nvidia in the stock market, like everybody's pouring all their money into Nvidia. Okay. Wait until they find out that there's also artificial intelligence companies in cryptocurrency world, like Fetch AI. Once they find out, like, oh, Fetch AI and Render and Graph GRT, once they find out about these other cryptocurrencies that are also doing artificial intelligence, like they're gonna start pouring those billions of dollars into these cryptocurrencies, and that's gonna cause these prices to triple, quadruple, probably 10x. Okay. So I think there's room to go for Fetch AI. Yeah. Guys, I've been doing this live stream for about 43 minutes. If you guys can go ahead and click that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that like button. And if you're new to this channel, if you guys like these kind of videos, go ahead and subscribe. My name is Damien, and I do cryptocurrency live streams, and I also do cryptocurrency videos and short videos on YouTube as well. So I'm looking to try to build up this community so I can get more people asking me about cryptocurrencies, and I can go ahead and review your favorite cryptocurrency coins here. But I feel like we're getting towards the end of this live stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. Unless you guys have another request, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. I think we went over a good amount of cryptocurrencies already, and I don't want to make this too long of a video for those who want to watch my my cryptocurrency videos. But yeah, if we unless there's something else to talk about, even if it's not cryptocurrency related, we can talk about other things here. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out, and we're gonna have to do this again. The next cryptocurrency live stream is gonna be on Thursday. I'm gonna try to do Thursday at 6 p.m. Okay, so please put that on your calendar and be ready to give me your questions. Okay, we'll see how Bitcoin does for the next few days here. I expect it to go up in price. Hopefully, I can have a celebration stream. We'll have a celebration if Bitcoin gets up to higher prices here. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I'm glad you guys came out today, and I'll see you on Thursday. Take care, guys.